Of that team as well?
Well, I think that they're all very careful when they ask questions about the various players, etc. Because a lot of them really don't know, they weren't at that particular time. But what I can say to them is that the team that played and the team that was decimated in Munich really, I think, would have been the first team to win the European Cup. Because when the accident happened in Munich all those years ago, Manchester United was really just on the brink of actually going to the moon, literally. Sir Busby always said, as he's already pointed out in the piece of film there, that his ambition was to get young players, excuse me, get local players if he possibly could, because he wanted to instill in the game something new, which was the introduction of the Busby Babes. And he played 16 and 17-year-old players in the hardest league in the world, and everyone thought that he was stupid. But he wasn't stupid, he knew where he was going. He knew that football was changing rapidly, and he wanted us to be number one. And it's continued since that time. I am always aware that something that he said to me, not to me, to the team, many years ago, he said that Trafford Park, which is just behind us here, he said Trafford Park is the largest industrial estate in Europe. He says, and they work hard, and he says they've worked long. He says, and on Saturday it's up to you to provide a little entertainment for them. And it was absolutely right, absolutely right. We went on thinking that we weren't just playing for ourselves, we were playing for the town, we were playing for the club, we were playing for the country, as likely it happened when we got into Europe, and we played on a regular basis. But the idea was always to keep things young, keep all the players coming through young, and give them the opportunity. It's all right having young players, but you have to give them the opportunity, otherwise they'll go somewhere else.
But when you were given the opportunity, was United first choice for you, or could you have gone elsewhere? Did you know what was in store here?
I did, really. When I was a little boy, I played for East Northumberland Boys. And I listened to the radio in 1948, and Manchester United were playing Blackpool, and I remember everyone used to say that because the famous Stanley Matthews, who played for Blackpool, you know, he'd won everything except an FA Cup winners' medal. And it became form that everybody said, oh, I hope Matthews wins for this, you know, and gets his FA Cup winners' medal. And I thought it was a little unfair, really. I thought, well, what about Manchester United? You know, they're entitled the same as everyone else. And I had a little feeling for them, I think. And of course, a little bit later on, when I was 15, I got chosen for the national team, and a lot of clubs came to try to sign me. But I'd already made my mind up, because Joe Armstrong, the lovely Joe Armstrong, it's no wonder that Manchester United got good players, because Joe Armstrong was charm himself. He used to go to them and he used to promise them that they would be the best footballers in the world if they came to Manchester United. And if I was going to be as good as I wanted to be, then I had to listen to people like Joe Armstrong. And I listened to him, and he says, will you come to play for us when you leave school in the summer? He didn't ask me to go on trial. He said, will you come and play for us in the summer, which is unusual, really. And I couldn't say yes quickly enough. It was just the most fantastic dream coming true. Because if you're a little lad in the northeast with all the pits, etc., you know, everybody played football, and if you could possibly become a footballer yourself, a league football player, what an achievement.
young promising school boys, youth club boys, and indeed any young players who have the necessary natural ability to make a future Manchester United player.
Expensive games, split the sun, split the red, and the team that gets the excitement. Manchester United, Manchester United, a bunch of bouncing Busby Babes, they deserve to be united. If ever they're playing in your town, you must get to that football ground. Take a lesson, come to see football taught by Matt Busby and Manchester. Manchester United, a bunch of bouncing Busby Babes, they deserve to be united. They are the greatest team today. If you don't believe me, go and see them play. A high box football, second to none. Now they're at the top of Division 1. Manchester United, a bunch of bouncing Busby Babes, they deserve to be united. If ever they're playing in your town, get yourself to that football ground. Take a lesson, come to see.
Be forgotten. The role of honour. Roger Byrne. Jeff Bent. Eddie Coleman. Mark Jones. David Pegg. Tommy Taylor. Liam Whelan. Duncan Edwards. Walter Crickmere. Tom Curry.
Can I say something before we
Yes, of course you can. Of course you
I have got to be terribly careful because I'm sitting between two knights of the realm. Sir Bobby Charlton, I'm called the Bobby, and Sir Alec Ferguson. And sitting in between next to me is Joe Friday, the house detective, or outside left at that time. So I have got to be very careful what I say today. I've got to go back and sit down beside him because Scanlon will put me right, I can tell you. Sorry.
Why did you want to get him back in action so quickly?
Well, you couldn't sit about your home, you couldn't sit and go crazy. Today they have psychologists and all these other cyclists and all these other things. Nobody was. What did you do? You had to help yourself. You couldn't sit about the house and go crazy thinking about it. The best thing that could happen to me, and I hope the same for others, we didn't train at Old Trafford. They took us to White City at the beginning, and they locked the big gates. and it was the best thing happened to me. I kicked lumps out of everybody, and they kicked lumps out of me. Truthfully, I think that, what else could I do? Could I sit? Could I mope? Could I moan? I had to get on with it.
But were you not, I mean, besides the mental aspects of it all, I mean, physically, had you not got aches and pains?
But a lot of people have aches and pains. I had one or two before I got there. Well, I gave one or two. The only place I haven't got scars around the face because I was very careful. We used to play head tennis in the gym, I remember it. Wilf McGuinness and Bill every morning would come in and say, we did this and we did that. And one day, Johnny Giles, you have to excuse my expression, the biggest piss taker of all time.
But that's a comedian to our American audience.
Charmed the birds of the tree, and he said to me, Greggy, let's go and play these pair. So we played them. Bill would play at the net, Wilf would play at the back. Giles would play at the back with that wonderful skill of his. I could touch like a Belfast navvy, but I could head the ball. And Giles would give it up to me, give it back, and Bill was on the other side, and the score got to, and Giles had a Mickey take, and the score got to 19-11, and Giles is playing away, I'm trying to concentrate, and he's saying, Greggy, what's the score? 19-11. Wolf gone off his nut, Bill gone off his nut. I'm playing the net every time Bill, who was good in there. Are you there, folksy? Bill was good in there, better than me, so he climbed, and all I did was put the top of my head in, and let Bill hit the top of my head. He said to me later in the bathroom, Greggy, can you and I get on the same side? I said, Bill, I have no scar on my face. It was a wonderful time. Bill's there. Bill, do you want to...